Hi, welcome back to Detailing World. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at a couple of products from Garage Therapy, and that is going to be the 2 Sigma and the 3CS. So you may remember towards the end of last year we looked at the other products from Garage Therapy, being the 0 Decon and the 1 shampoos, which is the wheel shampoo and the car shampoo, along with the 2 quick detailer as well. So yeah, today these are the newest of the products. So the Sigma, I think it's been out for about a month or two, and the 3CS has been out again, I think just a few weeks, maybe about a month. So I finally got hold of them and we're going to be taking a quick look at those today. So the car we're going to be trying this on is a Skoda Fabia. It's a 66 reg. It's got about, I think, 20,000 miles on, thereabouts, if I remember rightly. So we're going to first of all start off with the 0 Decon shampoo as a snow foam. We're then just going to hit it with the 1 wheel shampoo to give the wheels a quick clean, the 1 car shampoo to then obviously clean the car. And then once we've done all the prep and everything, so decon and polish, we're going to hit it with the 3CS. I'll probably be using the 2 Sigma either on my own car or maybe tomorrow as a top up before handing it back over to the customer. So yeah, let's crack on with this. Okay, then let's get into this. So after a little tip from Specky McSparran, he suggested getting a bright coloured car, and I know you guys are probably a bit bored of seeing the Pulsar, so yeah, we've got this bright green Skoda Fabia here today. So first of all then, we'll start off by giving the wheels a thorough clean. So in the last video, you've not seen that already, detailing mistakes to avoid, I mentioned you do your wheels first, as I always do. So yeah, clean the wheels first with the Garage Therapy 1 wheel cleaner. Now this is in a Maralex sprayer, dilution ratio of 1:100, so there's about 20 ml of products to 2 litre of water in this. Give the wheels a nice thorough coating with that, and then clean the tyres with the all-purpose cleaner just whilst the Garage Therapy cleaner sits on the wheels for a minute or two. So as you can see, even at this gentle dilution ratio, it does clean up really well. We have got a series of product reviews coming on the Garage Therapy range, so make sure you subscribe to catch those. But yeah, it's one of those products where I do mention, if you've got wheels that are regularly maintained and looked after, or maybe a delicate finish, this product is amazing for that. Obviously, if your wheels are heavily soiled and have been neglected, you may need something a little stronger, but yeah, for you detailers out there that are regularly cleaning your wheels, it's perfect this. So yeah, just go around all of these little spoke areas with this small detailing brush, and then we'll move on to washing the vehicle. So before we get too much further into this, it's worth mentioning that this video is not really about the detail, so to speak. It's more about testing the 2 Sigma and the 3CS from Garage Therapy. So obviously I've got to make sure the car's clean first. It came to me fairly clean anyway. It's a new car to the owners, and they've washed it basically every week since they've had it. So yeah, it's basically just light surface dust. So here we're using the Garage Therapy 0 Decon shampoo as a light snow foam, just to try and help remove any basically garage or dealer prep that's been applied onto there. So remove any waxes, maybe hand polishers and things of that nature. So that's on there to help out, and then we'll hit it in a moment with the Garage Therapy 1 car shampoo. So onto the wash stage then, and it's a case of using the Garage Therapy 1 car shampoo. Now this is a dilution of about 20 ml into sort of 15 litres of water. It says 4 to 5 gallons on the labelling itself. I typically mix up sort of 15 to 18 litres, and it's really sudsy, as you can see there. So every now and again you can just dip the pressure washer back into the bucket, generate more suds if you require. But yeah, it's a very slick product. If you've not seen the review that we did on this towards the end of last year, I'll put a link for that up in the top left hand corner now. There'll also be a link in the description below. So yeah, we did check all these products out not long after they came out, so yeah, give those a check out after this video. So off camera then, the car was fully chemically decontaminated. It was also given a quick clay bar, although to be fair there wasn't too much to come off. I then went round, I wasn't doing a correction or anything like that, but I went round with the dual action machine polisher here with a 3M finishing pad and using the Dodo Juice Lime Prime polish as a more of a paint cleanser just to get the paint work absolutely spot on and, you know, perfect for a spray ceramic sealant to be applied. So yeah, I'm just going to show you quickly some of the polishing stages. So obviously this section isn't aimed for teaching you, so yeah, it's just a quick over. If you are interested in learning machine polishing, you can watch the video where I was teaching the missus during lockdown how to use a dual action polisher. Again, I'll put a link in the top left. Again, another video worth checking out if you've not watched that yet. It's a good laugh as well. So yeah, if you want to learn a bit about polishing and see what it's like for an absolute newbie to pick up a polisher and start, give that one a check out. So onto the 3CS then now. Mazit Garage Therapy advised now if you're working in direct sunlight or on a hot day to avoid applying this directly onto the panel. So really what you want to do is apply 1 to 2 squirts onto the microfiber sponge applicator pad that you're using and just apply it in nice straight lines in a methodical manner. You then just want to level down any high spots with a clean microfiber cloth. So I've got my yellow cloth here just to give it a wipe down after about 30 seconds in the temperatures that I was working at. And then after that you would then buff that off with another clean cloth, so I was using the red one for the final buffing. If you do struggle to remove any of this product, it's worth having a third cloth, so I'm using a blue one. I'll pick one up in a moment because I do struggle on the other half of the bonnet, and just spritz one side of it and make it slightly damp just with plain old water. So my method at that point, where I thought I might struggle on panels that are in direct sunlight, which for this vehicle is pretty much the driver's side, is apply your product, wait 30 to 60 seconds, level it off with the yellow microfiber. It would then be a case of going over it with the blue ever so slightly damp microfiber if I needed to, and then a final buff with the red microfiber as well. So with the 3CS applied to the whole of the Fabia, then it was time to try out the 2 Sigma. So I decided to try this on the Pulsar. I didn't want to put that on the CS, plus the CS needed 24 hours to fully cure. So here I'm just giving it a basically almost like a waterless wash with the 2 quick detailer. Again, this was covered in the video we did last year, but it was a very quick covering. I think I use it more as a drying aid and a final wipe down. Here I'm using a few microfibers, and as I said, I'm using it more of a waterless wash kind of process. So the car's only been driven I think 3 or 4 times since the last wash and picked up about 80 miles or so. So it was kind of like what you do before attending a show really, so just dusting it off. I didn't bother with the wheels, I didn't bother with the extreme lowers on the sills, basically the bonnet, the roof, the boot, and the doors really, and the front wings and rear quarters. So yeah, just the extreme lowers and the wheels were left, but that was just so I could get these panels nice and clean in order to get the 2 Sigma applied. So overall then, I really did like using the 2 quick detailer. It's a nice traditional quick detailing product. Like I said, something you can just throw in the boot of your car, leave it in a door card, take it to shows and just give the car a wipe down. Feels nice and slick when you buff that off. As I say, if you just use one towel to wipe the car clean and then use a second towel just to buff it dry, basically if there's any residue left over, and as you can see, nice gloss, nice and clean from that. And then it was time to try out the new product, the 2 Sigma. So this is similar to a quick detailer, and the quick detailer advises sort of 1 to 2 weeks of added protection. The Sigma is suggesting it gives about, I think it was 5 to 6 weeks, it says on the bottle. So it's great as a top up. So if you've got any waxes, sealants, anything already applied to the paintwork, you can use a Sigma maybe once a month or so just to add and boost the level of protection on there. You can also layer this, if you wish, on top of the 3CS if you're going down the entire garage therapy route, and you apply 3CS and then maybe a week later top that off with a coat of Sigma. And as you can see here, the gloss and the wetness of the panel just looks absolutely amazing from this. So yeah, we'll get to the end of this video and we'll jump back in the garage in a moment. So at this stage then, the car's been with me for 24 hours and the 3CS has had about 21, 22 hours time to cure. So just with a watering can, I'm just simulating a rain effect there, just see what it's like for, well, basically rainy weather conditions. So see how well it beads up and rolls off the panel there. And then probably more importantly is testing out the sheeting, and it's almost like self-drying product. So yeah, if you go on there with an open hose or open watering can, take your time with it, you will pretty much just dry the car. It's absolutely amazing. We'll take a quick look at some shots on the test bonnet as well, which had also had it applied straight after the Fabia did on the same day, and again left 24 hours just to test it on another colour and another panel that can put vertical, lay it flat and whatnot. So yep, we'll have a look at these final shots and then we'll get to the final thoughts. Right, so there we have it then. That's the Garage Therapy 3CS tried out on the Skoda Fabia then. It's now Sunday, so it's been on there nearly 24 hours, about 22 hours to be exact. I've done a bit of testing as well on the bonnet, as you've seen on the scrap bonnet, and yeah, the sheeting behaviours seem absolutely amazing. We've also tested the 2 Sigma on the Pulsar as well, so last night I gave it a quick wipe down with the 2 quick detailer. Just to give you an idea, the car's probably had about 80 to 100 miles on it, so it's like driving to a show. So yeah, the idea there, instead of getting everything back out to get a full wash, it was like use it as though you drove to a show. So yeah, just went over with a quick detailer, a couple of microfibers, and use it almost as like a waterless wash kind of product, as though, like I say, you went to a show and you just want to give it a wipe down and remove any dust. If you want to see more about all the Garage Therapy range, we are going to be releasing some videos over the next week, so make sure you are subscribed to this channel, and I'll go into each of the products in a little bit more detail. There'll be sort of like 3 to 5 minute short videos, so yeah, make sure you subscribe to keep an eye out for those. But But yeah, quick initial thoughts on these then. So the Sigma, it does seem to have some really nice gloss to the upholstery as well. It gives it a sort of really wet look. I really did like using that, and that's also the first time I've really properly used the quick detailer. I have touched on it before, again towards the end of last year on a video that I did, but using it as a like traditional quick detailer, just de-dusting the car, really good. I didn't use it on the wheels and the extreme lowers, so the sills. It was just, as I said, the lightly soiled areas. So yeah, absolutely great, those two products. And the 3CS, yeah, really nice and easy to use, that one, and something you can apply outdoors. So if you've not got a garage, you can do it outdoors just like I have. Plan it so there's not going to be any rain forecast, so it's got at least 24 hours to dry and bond and cure and get the full effects from that. One thing I will mention though, when you do apply it, it does look a little streaky, but that's what the yellow cloth's for, is just to remove any high spots and level it out basically. Wait about 60 seconds and then buff it off. If you are doing it on a hot day like I kind of was, you may want a damp cloth, hence the blue cloth. So just spritz that with water on one side and make sure it's slightly damp, and that helps it come off a hell of a lot easier. And one thing I will mention is when you do buff it off, the paintwork feels so slick underneath. Absolutely unbelievable. And yeah, I'm glad I tried it on this green car because it really does make the colour pop a little bit more as well. So I think this is great on any bright colour cars. So you can layer this as well. If you've already got a ceramic product on your vehicle, you can add this on top, or you can just do a couple of coats of this, and they do expect up to 5 months of durability. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful then. If you have, please make sure you smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, please do consider subscribing as well. Also, don't forget to go back and check some of our other videos. So we did do these shampoos last year when they was launched. Great products, you might want to check those out if you are interested in any of this. Also, don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Detailing World Official, and if you want to support the channel as well, you can check us out at Patreon as well. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video.